Hi, I'm David Shepard. Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade your pickups without actually having to change the pickups in your Stratocaster. This is something that can be done on most Fenders that have plastic bobbins. Certain Squiers, Mexican Stratocasters, even the American Stratocasters, they all come stock with these plastic bobbins. The magnets I've already replaced on both the neck and bridge to save time. The middle pickup, I'm going to show you how I did this. This came out of a Mexican Stratocaster. I've already disconnected the entire pickguard from the guitar so I don't risk damaging the guitar. So I've removed the center pickup from the pickguard so that I have easy access to everything. I'm going to start by taking a razor blade and cutting the glue between the metal pole pieces that they've put in there and the ceramic bar magnets that they've put around the pole pieces. This is really an inexpensive way to make a pickup. They usually sound dull, they don't have any clarity, they're just not the best sounding way to make a pickup. So I'm going to cut between the poles and the magnets and pop each one of these magnets away. Now I'm going to take each one of these pole pieces out of the plastic bobbin. This is a mold. So when I pull these out, I'm not going to be raking against the coil on the inside, which is the beauty of these plastic bobbins. So I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put the socket that I showed you underneath the pole, and I'm just going to tap each one through, being careful not to damage the pickup or smash your fingers. And this just loosens them so that you can pry them out on the other side. And then just flip it over. Use some wire cutters or pliers. Get right up against the bottom and pinch and just pry them out. I need to measure these to see what diameter they are, if I need to use 195 thousandths diameter magnets or 187 thousandths diameter magnets. Your 187 thousandths diameter is going to come in right at 3/16 on your ruler. Your 195 thousandths diameter is going to come in right around 7/32, just over 3/16. You can see it, it'll be right over the line, almost 7/32. So there's a clear difference, visual difference on your ruler if you just measure it. I measured these slugs out to be 195 thousandths. You'll find both sizes. Some of the American Strats I've noticed were 187 thousandths. The American Strats do use Alnico rod magnets in their plastic bobbins. You can change them to a different grade of magnet to completely change the sound of the pickup. One thing I like to do is use Alnico 2 or Alnico 3 magnets. The A5 just sounds, you know, kind of dull or boring to me. When you go to the A3, A2, it just livens up your sound completely. Here I have 6 Alnico 3. These are 195 thousandths inch diameter to fit perfectly inside of this bobbin. They're all the same length. I used 688 thousandths length. Use one length because you can push them in or out to stagger them any way you want. You don't have to buy different lengths of magnets. Here I've got a neodymium magnet, 2 of them actually. These are the most powerful magnets on earth, also called rare earth magnets. I'm going to go ahead and magnetize these Alnico magnets with this rare earth magnet. I do not have these magnets marked north or south. It's very easy to determine this after the fact. I'll show you how to do that. Anyway, you'll take the magnet and just stick it up on one end, keep it the same direction, and go over to the other end. And do this 2 or 3 times until the magnet is at full strength. This neodymium magnet that I'm using is available all over the internet. You can type in rare earth, neodymium, any of those keywords, and you can find all kinds of sources for these. This is approximately 3/4 of an inch by 1/2 inch. I stacked 2 together to get even more power on the magnet. and you know, they'll probably run you $5 a piece if you can find them. This is something that's pretty essential to have. Can be used for other things as well. Now I need to determine which side is north and which side is south. Well, I don't really know which side is north and which side is south, but I can tell you that both of these, the neck and bridge, are supposed to be north or south. The middle pickup has to be opposite of what these are because the middle pickup is reverse wound, reverse polarity. In order to get hum canceling in your in-between positions, this has to be opposite. So I'm just going to take a charged magnet, I'm going to put it on the back of this pickup and see how it retracts. Do you see how it just pushed the magnet away from me? That means in this direction, I am the opposite polarity of this pickup. I need to check this one as well. It's pushing away, so I'm the opposite polarity of this pickup now. I need to put this magnet in this exact direction in the middle pickup. If it's over this way, it'll attract to the other magnets. I do not want to put them in to the center pickup that way because then it'll be out of phase, thin sounding. It won't work well at all. So I'm going to mark the back of the magnet with a Sharpie so that I know which side is going to be on the bottom of the pickup. We'll start by taking one magnet and just sliding it through. It fits in, you know, snug enough to where I can adjust it into the right position. Once you have them in, you can go ahead and try to tap them if they're a little bit too snug. Get them all kind of even with one another. On this side, I want to stagger the magnets for each string. If you're familiar with how most Strats are, they actually stagger them from the factory. So your high E is a little higher than your B string, then your G is a little higher, and then the D is usually the highest because you need the most pull on that string. Then your A is lower, then your E is lower. You can see that I've gone ahead and staggered them to what I like the best. There's really no perfect way to do it. You can put it in there and mess with it, you know, play the guitar a little bit, push the magnet down. Once you get them where you want them, then you want to take a little bit of super glue and drop it on the back of the magnet to hold it into place. We have our Mojo super glue, the true glue. This is the thin stuff. The thin viscosity will actually go down between the magnet and the bobbin and lock it into place. You could actually see the glue just go right down into it. So we'll let that dry for 5-10 minutes and we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover back on and we're going to go and install the pickup back onto the pick guard. All three pickups are installed. New magnets, Alnico 3 magnets in all of them. This should significantly improve the tone of the pickups themselves. I also wanted to show you an American Strat bobbin. This came out of an American Standard, 2008, 2009, something like that. It has Alnico 5 magnets, a plastic bobbin. You can do the exact same thing I just showed you. In fact, it's easier because you don't have to take the bar magnets off. You can just push these out and then put some Alnico 2 or 3 or something different in there to significantly improve the tone of your guitar. You're going to hear the results of this in our next videos. Just stay tuned. We're going to do a video on how to replace the capacitors, volume mod, and then how to properly restring your guitar.